Alright, I'm recording him because it's really getting funny.
Folks, have a seat, please. Thank you.
You use mine at the same time. I'll put mine on the table. We'll have an all-out shootout. How does it work? There, record, right? Shit, I gotta stop it, then I gotta zoom in first,
We've
right?
got Ike from Tablet Hotels, and we've got one more presentation after. They're short presentations, so.
Yeah!
Hi, my name is Ike. Quick disclaimer here. So, yada, 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 these views that are being expressed are, of course, my own, and nobody else is responsible for them. Context on me. I'm a Unix hacker. Work primarily with BSDs, Unix, Linux stuff, networks, and systems. I love them. I love Unix systems, right? And working with BSD systems. So, with that stated, I love internet infrastructure, and this talk is about a bunch of disparate tools, two very disparate tools applied to a very, very simple idea. This whole thing is very, very simple. The internet. Now, let's get right into this. PKI. We all know what PKI is, right? Like everybody knows. Hands? Yeah, right. Okay, so a couple key infrastructure. I'm going to be using SSL on the interweb, for example, PKI. Public key infrastructure relies on public and private key pairs, right? And does everybody understand the mathematical relationship between public key crypto and why that's important? Right, so I'm leaving out all this history of cryptography. We're going to leave out talking about the purple cipher.
I can factor prime numbers.
Say what?
I can factor prime numbers.
Yep. If we get to the QA, I may call on you. So PKI provides two things, always, right? Encryption, yay, the part that we all care about and love. It also provides this other very important thing on the interweb, the authentication, right? So how do I know on the, across the internet, how do I know this is the, we were talking about the, what is it, bank websites and all this stuff. How do I know I'm talking to my bank's server, right? Yeah, we can exchange, I can set up an encrypted conversation with anyone. Come in the back room for a second, I'll show you a secret handshake, you'll know it, and I'll see you again, it's fun, but how do we authenticate over the public internet? Well, PKM provides this. Boy, there's a lot of bad diagrams. Better diagrams. Do it SSL. So, here we have this basic certificate authority model, right? And so the CA is up there at the very top, and you have this, great exchange between the browser, because the browser's been given what? It's been given a set of keys, right? And these keys it can use to trust the CA. We're going to put a huge amount of trust into this CA, so that when we go initiate an SSL connection to our bank server, we, now are checking back with CA to say, hey, is this really my bank server? And it's giving me these keys, these credentials, there's all this secret handshake fun. And CA says, yeah, that's pretty cool, right? Everybody understands SSL in the room, so I'm just going to keep going. And you have CA chains of trust, and this is actually a PET diagram. So you couldn't find any great diagrams, chains of trust, so just pretend. But you get into chains of trust with keys, and the secret handshake turns into craziness, right? This is like super hardcore guy, it's like flipping around backwards, tapping feet. And at the end of the day, we have these big chains of trust that all rely on the CA, and all of this is to prevent somebody from forming a man-in-the-middle attack. And that's it, right? Spoofing your bank's server. Okay, forget this. So we've got PKI providing authentication of the roadside, and now this is also just as long as the roadside is not, compromised, right? So we're assuming that all three parts of this entire chain are all not compromised. Cool.
Very
good. Scalable PKI we all know, SSL, TLS, CAs, CRs. What's awesome? What are the problems with this Well, SSL, TLS, and CA and CR. These are all problems because, you know, SSL, TLS, implementation, do a good diagram. CA, CRs, you know, we have rogue CA, we got all kinds of, there's all kinds of centralized failures, we have all kinds of organizational, operational failures, right? The whole world put a lot of trust in the certificate authorities in the world, right? And, you know, PKA, though, it scales well. This works for something as big and wild and unwieldy and unpredictable and interesting as the internet. It's relatively trustworthy, and I'm totally cool with it to buy my bobblehead Buddha on the internet. I will pay for this, and I will do it for SSL. That's fine. Now, oh, was it? Oh, I hadn't clicked to buy yet. But yeah. You know. So here's the deal. I care more about infrastructure though than you know, buying my bobblehead. Although I care a lot about my bobblehead Buddha. So with regard to PKA for infrastructure, here we have a cool example of using curl. How many people are familiar with program CURL? I call it curl. Using, you know, got a cert here that we're throwing out as a flag, and our own personal certs dealing with, maybe we could have our own CA within an organization. You can build this whole model out for yourself. All the tools are there on the internet. Hitting foo.com and hitting awesome CGI. So we could be doing some kind of RPC, we could be triggering an event on a remote machine, we could be doing some kind of operation. Let me see. We could be running all of our primary. So if we start thinking about cron trigger fetch, you know, getting data and pulling data, hey, these are really useful things, software deploys, you know, automating infrastructure rollouts of all sorts. So this model is pretty neat. And you know, how many of us, and how many people in the room actually do this like daily? Like a lot. It's cool. All right, so I'm downloading a thing over the internet. I'm unpacking the thing. I'm CVing into it. I'm going to configure. I'm going to make this software.